Hello, welcome to this week's Express class. So we're going to build on last week's class. This week's technique tutorial is a teaser too, so we're going to work on those exercises a little bit more, have us up in bow pose, working the legs, so we're going to practice that, and we're trying to target the glutes a good chunk more this week, and if we have time we might do a little bit for the back as well. So we'll come on to the hands and knees, and we'll get started warming the spine up. So, hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips. First thing, just drop the ribs down to the mat, arch the back, lift the head up, and then drop the head down, push the ribs up nice and high to the ceiling. Drop the ribs back down, lift the head up looking up in front, drop the head down, ribs up to the ceiling again, drop the ribs down, looking up in front, drop the head down, ribs to the ceiling, one last one, drop the ribs down, arch the back, lift the head up, and then look down between the fingertips. Pick the left foot up, twist it out to the side, have a look at the toes, back in, right foot up and out to the side, back in. Left foot up and out, and in, right foot up and out, and in, left, and back in, and last one right, and back in. Good. Bring the hips and shoulders to the left, bring the right leg back behind the body, and then the right arm up in front. Good, and just hold your balance there. Right arm and leg back down, hips and shoulders to the right, left leg back, left arm up in front. Good. And then arms and legs back down onto the mat. Last one for a warm up. Tuck the elbows in so they're pointing back towards the toes. Tuck the toes underneath the feet. Lift the knees up a couple of inches off the mat so the shins are parallel to the floor. Hold yourself there, keeping the abs nice and tight. Shoulder blades pinch down. And then rest back down. Perfect. Before we come onto our backs, just rest down on our stomach and just arch the back. Pinch the shoulder blades down and keep the hips on the mat. Good, and then come back down and then lift up again. Good, so we're just working into extension. If there's any little irritations in the disc or anything like that, we start to sort them out. So when the disc get injured, it's like a jam down, so the centre starts to push its way to the back. The jam starts to work its way backwards, and what we're doing is when we do this, we pinch the back of the disc and we push the jam back towards the centre. And then rest back down. Perfect. Turn over onto your back now. So, head resting onto the block, imprint the spine, shoulders are relaxed, bring the rib cage down, bring the legs up into tabletop one at a time, and tap the toes off the mat, keeping the back imprinted. Nice soft taps, and tap further and further away with each tap. You can tap at the heel instead of the toes. Good, keep the imprint all the time. Smooth breaths in and out. One last one. And legs to tabletop. And bring them down onto the mat. Next, we're going to straighten the legs out, and we're going to come up into a roll up. So legs are straight down, hands back behind the head, arms forward, chin to the chest, and up nice and tall. Chest comes forward, keep the shoulders pinched on the way back down. 1. Chest tall again. 2. For the first 5, we're going to reach in front. For the second 5, we're going to reach to the ceiling. 3. Keep the shoulder blades back as you roll back down. 4, chest comes forward at the end. Last one, reaching forward, and then back down. Next 5, we're going to reach to the ceiling. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Back down. 1. And down. 2. Keep those fingers pointing up all the time. 3, keep the feet on the mat as well, make sure they don't lift. 4, one last one, chest forward, and keep the shoulder blades back as you roll back down. I'm having to rest for a second. Next, we're going to bring the hands to the side of the head. We're going to try 5 roll-ups with the hands on the side of the head. Try not to let the elbows flick forward, but for 5, and I'll probably let them happen on 1 or 2. And try to keep the feet on the mat. So, hands to the side of the head, You're going to roll the chin to the chest and roll up into sitting. Chest forward to top. 1, 2, back down. 3. Remember, straighten the spine at the end. 4. Good. And one last one. Controlled on the way down. Chin to the chest. Roll up. Chest up nice and tall at the end. And then down onto the mat. And rest the hands down. Good. Bend the knees. And take a little rest. We're going to come into 2 sets of 100. You can do it whatever way you want. We're going to have a progression. So you can start with the knees bent, feet on the mat. You can go for the first set of 100s, and the second set will be legs and tabletop. If you want to start with legs and tabletop, the second set will be legs straight to the ceiling. And if you want to start with legs straight to the ceiling, the second set will be just legs straight to the ceiling, but the feet drop down just a little bit to place more work on the abs. So you can progression through all them. So for the first set, you have the feet on the mat, legs and tabletop, or legs straight to the ceiling. I'm going to go for the middle one. So imprint the spine, hands by the side. Bring the legs into whatever position you want. We're going to tuck the chin in, chin to the chest, head and shoulders up, and beat the hands. 2, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5, and out. 2, 4, 5, and in. 2, 4, 5, out. 2, 4, 5, 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 in. 2, 4, 5, out. 2, 4, 5. 3 more. Out. 2, 4, 5, in. 2, 4, 5, out. 2, 4, 5. Last one. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest the head down. Bring the feet down. And have a little rest again. So, if you have the legs and tabletop like me, for the next set you're going to straighten them sitting. If you already have them straight to the ceiling, you're going to drop the heels down just a little bit. And then if you had the feet on the mat, you're going to bring to tabletop this time. So, hands by the side, imprint the spine again, roll the hips back, bring the rib cage down, tuck the chin in, legs into tabletop at least, and then you're going to straighten the legs to the ceiling if you want, or drop them away if you've been really good. Reach the hands to the bottom of the mat, chin to the chest, head and shoulders up and beat the hands. 2, 4, 5, out. 2, 4, 5, in. 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 2, 4, 5, out. 2, 4, 5. 2 more. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knees, rest the head, and bring the feet down onto the mat. Next set, we're going to bring the legs to tabletop, and we're going to do some roll-ups into both poses. So we're going to start by coming up to there. So when you're ready, we're going to imprint the spine, bring the legs to tabletop, hands come back behind the head, arms forward, chin to the chest, and up into both poses. And then back down. So we're going to go for 10. 2. And down. Push the chest forward at the end. 3. And down. 4. Back down. 5. Good. 6. 7. 3 more. 8. 9. And the last one. 10. Down onto the mat, and then bring the feet down. Next one, we're going to do 2 for the abs, lying down. So we're going to do our opposite arm, opposite leg. So inside hand to the knee, outside hand to the ankle. And then we're going to do elbows into the knees, straighten the legs and elbows apart. I'll run through which as you do it, and then we're going to come up into bow pose and we're going to work on some exercise in the teaser 2 position. So imprint the spine again. We're going to bring the legs to tabletop. We're going to tuck the chin in, head and shoulders up off the mat. Right hand to the outside of the right ankle, left hand to the inside of the right knee. Straighten the left leg, 1, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest the head and bring the legs down. Next, we're going to hands to the side of the head. We're going to come back up into the same position. We're going to straighten the legs, bring the elbows apart, elbows and knees come in together then. Then we're going to come up into teaser. So imprint the spine, legs to tabletop, hands to the side of the head, chin to the chest, head and shoulders up, elbows to the knees, straighten the legs, elbows apart, bend the knees, elbows in, straighten and apart. 3, 4, 5, 6, keep the head and shoulders up. 8, 9, 10. Bend the knees, rest the head, and then bring the feet down. So for the next one, we're going to roll up into bow pose. So we're going to come into what we call teaser 2, and this is this week's technique tutorial. From this position, we straighten the legs. I've got 2 options. We have the first one, we're going to come to flutter kicks. We're going to take a little break and come back down. And for the next one, we come into the true teaser 2 exercise. We roll back up into that same position. We have the chest forward, and we're going to lift and lower the legs just a couple of inches. So imprint the spine, hands come back behind the head. We're going to bring the legs to tabletop, straighten the legs to the ceiling. If you want to make it easier, you can bend and roll to bow pose with the knees bent. We're going to arms forward, chin to the chest, up onto the back of the hips. Now we're going to kick the legs up and down. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10. Bend the knees, come back down onto the mat, and then rest the feet down. So, slight difference in the way we usually do them. To do them, what we usually do is come to bow pose, then extend the legs. So for true teaser 2, we have the leg extended from the start. And for the true teaser 2 exercise itself, we have the legs extended. This is the next one. We have the legs extended, we roll back up onto the hips, and we just lift and lower the feet. All the time, keep the upper body as still as you can, and just push the lower ribs here as far forward as you can, straightening the spine. Imprint the spine, hands come back behind the head, bring the legs to tabletop, straighten the legs to the ceiling again. If you want to be nice, you can start with the knees bent, straighten the legs, arms forward, onto the back of the hips, push the ribs forward, lift and lower legs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll back down onto the mat, bend the knees, and then bring the feet down. Perfect. We're going to come onto our side. We're going to run through some work for the hips. I don't think we're going to have time to do a little bit for the back. So we're going to come up onto your elbow. If you can't do these on your elbow, shoulder sore, you can stay down on your side. So for the first ones, we're going to lift the hips up and down for 10. If you want to make it a little bit easier, you can bend the knees. And if that's sore on the shoulder, stay on your side and just lift the top leg up and down for 10. So I'm going to start in the knees. We're going to straighten the body up. Lift the ribs here up first with a straight upper body coming down towards the pelvis. And we're going to lift the hips up. 1, and down. 2, and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, and then rest back down. For the next set, we're going to lift the hips up and hold, and we're going to draw circles with the top leg. So what you can do is if you're down flat on the mat, you just draw those circles. Again, you can straighten the legs if you want to make this harder. We're going to lift the hips up, straighten that top leg, thighs parallel to the floor, and circles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change directions. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the hips back down. Last one we're going to do, we're going to cycle forward and back. So again, if you're lying down flat, you cycle forward and back. If not, we lift the hips up. So again, ribs are up, straight line down to the pelvis. Lift the hips up, top leg parallel to the floor. Cycle forward. 1, 2, 3. Keep the shin parallel the whole time. 4, 5. Hips nice and high. 7, 8, 10 and backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the hips down. I'm going to quickly turn over onto the other side. I think I'm running a little bit late today. So on to the opposite side, and same thing. We're going to lift the ribs up and then lift the hips up and down. 1, 2. If you're down on your side, you just lifting the top leg up and down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then rest back down. I have the elbow a little bit too high today. What you want to do is keep that elbow right below the shoulder. If it's up too high, you're going to feel pinching on the shoulder itself. Next one, we're going to draw circles. So lift the hips nice and high. Top leg starts parallel to the floor and circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch the shoulder blades back. Keep the body nice and straight. 9, 10, change directions. 10, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the hips down, bend the knees if you have the knees bent. And the last one, I'm going to cycle forward and back. When you're cycling forwards and backwards, make sure the knee never points down. Keep it forward or slightly up. So the knee should always be above the ankle. Lift the ribs up, lift the hips up again, lift the top leg up parallel to the floor and cycle. 1, 2, 3, pinch the shoulder blades back. 4, 5, we'll take tension out of the neck. 7, 8, 9, 10, backwards. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep the hips up. Last one, rest the legs down and rest down. Good, that's it for what should have been a 15-minute class. I think I ran over, but that was our express class for this week. I hope you enjoyed it and see you again next week. Bye bye.